It's your personal rejuvenation station, Women's Health Matters radio show with your host, Ayo Hines-Bankel, certified Wonder Wound specialist. As a certified holistic health consultant, womb wellness, and raindrop therapy specialist, Ayo works with women of all ages on rejuvenating wounds of the mind, the heart, and the physical womb. Rejuvenation Station, where your whole well-being is reawakened. And here is Ayo.
All right. Well, hello and welcome into the Rejuvenation Station once again. I'm speaking with you from the great state of New Jersey. We're having great weather here. Actually, it's a bit cold, but it's nice. Okay, had a nice, beautiful, sunny day, and I'm so glad to be here with you again. I just started to Periscope with a couple of people. Since it's just me today, it's just me loose in the booth. And so since you don't need to hear the person on the other end, I figured, hey, I'll just connect with folks online. So here we are. All right. And so tonight, I'm so excited to share with you my mission, my vision for my business, Conscious Living Care. I like to call it my association, my company, Conscious Living Care, and the programs that we have for you this year, this 2016. It's a complete transformation for me. I'm doing a lot new things. I have a lot more time on my plate so that I can be of service to a lot more people. That's my dream. Health-wise, that is, and anything else, just to be available for friends and family. It's such a great thing when anyone can do that. It can, you can devote your time to the things and people that mean the most to you. So, before we get there, just a little housekeeping if you have any questions or comments as I'm going along here, you can post them to the Rejuvenation Station radio Facebook page. Okay. And make sure it's the radio Facebook page. You'll see me there. Or you can email me using ayo@consciouslivingcare.com. That's AYO at conscious, CONSCIOUS livingcare.com. Okay. And if we don't get to you tonight, we'll make sure to get to you, as soon as possible, and to post a answer or reply back in the Facebook group. Okay. All right. And for those of you who are here for the first time, I welcome you. The Rejuvenation Station is here to uplift you, to rejuvenate you, to give you pearls of wisdom from myself, from my guests, so that you can either learn something new or to kind of reconnect with something that you may have heard before, but maybe you didn't get to implement it. Okay. And I'll explain that a little bit more in my mission as well. So one thing I like to do here at the Rejuvenation Station is to dedicate my show to a woman's, her story. But since, this month is also dedicated to African History Month, it's Black History Month, I just wanted to say a few things about that and to honor some African American women. I have honored African American women before, but now we're, right here in the month. So I just wanted to emphasize it a little bit more. And just to make sure everyone knows that, our African history is very, very rich. It's exciting. It's complex. But what happens is that it's not only left out of American history, but the world history as well. When I was in school, okay, it was some decades ago, but to my understanding, it's still, a little weak in the area of African history, but I would say maybe there was a page on West Africa. Of course, everyone knows Africa is a continent uh, comprised of many countries. So, what I learned in high school was about the West African countries. You had the Gold Coast, which was pretty interesting and exciting. But that was about it. Maybe it was half a page in the whole, thick book of world history. And then, of course, there was probably information about how European countries took over many of the African countries or territory. They weren't probably countries at the time, but a lot of the land and territory divided up by various European countries. So that's all I had learned. It wasn't until I got into college that I realized, oh my goodness, there's a very, very rich history here, especially in the Egyptian area, the region that's known as Egypt now. So for thousands of years, Africans pioneered advancements in agriculture, chemistry, math, engineering, law, democracy, even hundreds, thousands of years before any enslaved Africans were brought to the Americas. So, of course, some of these ideals and information traveled along with us. And unfortunately, some things weren't able to be used any longer, the knowledge, but some things were, So we have great African American inventors and scientists and law makers in our country, artists, musicians, etc. So we must keep telling our stories. There are some people that, oh, why do we have to have a Black History Month? Why do we have to have a Black magazine? Why do we have to have a Black this and a Black that? And it's only because our culture winds up being left out and forgotten about many, many times. So just want to mention there was a magazine that was very helpful to me in college called the Black Collegian, actually, and I just looked it up. I wasn't sure if it still existed, and it does. They actually have a Facebook page. So in that magazine, there were several pages of, just historical information about Black inventors and scientists and politicians and successful entrepreneurs. So it just kept me very motivated that what I wanted to pursue, so my interest was chemistry at the time, that what I wanted to pursue was very, very doable, no matter what I encountered or was encountering in school. So I would tear out some of those pages and post all these great incentives on my wall. And like I said, it just encouraged me to go forward with what I was doing. So I just wanted to point out a couple of women that are currently in the top of their field, especially in the science area. That's my love. So that's what I like to share. I have shared on the show artists. I believe the arts are very, very important in our healing, in our health. And I have spoken about that on previous programs. So you can go back and listen to some of the replays. I'm going to have them posted up on my website very soon. To the fact that now there was a program called STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, that they've changed it now to be STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So it's understood how the arts play a very important role in our daily lives, whether it's music, dance, acting, whatever. Okay. But all right, I kind of went off there. All right, so I want to acknowledge Dr. Alexia Kennedy, who grew up in Michigan. She was the father of a dentist and an educator, and she was enrolled in a pre-college program at the University of Michigan. And she went on in 1980 to become the first African-American neurosurgeon. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. A lot of people focus on Dr. Ben Carson. Within his own right, he had his own accomplishments, but I did not know that the first African-American neurosurgeon was a woman. Okay. And she dedicated her career to pediatric patients in Pennsylvania, Minnesota, and Michigan. And she retired in 2001. But she then returned back to her community, to a new community in Florida, where she practices part-time surgery for children, for pediatrics. Another person I want to acknowledge is April Erickson Jackson, who is a native of Brooklyn, New York. She attended MIT before attending graduate school at Howard, and she was the first African-American woman to earn a PhD in mechanical engineering from Howard University. Okay, and the first African-American woman to receive, now this is what's so cool, I mean, awesome. First African-American woman to receive a PhD in engineering at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. I mean, deep. That's really deep. And she is involved with the STEM program. Like I said, that's the science, technology, engineering, mathematics program that's inspiring women in the sciences, inspiring African Americans in the sciences. Okay, so it's an excellent program. Sorry, just need a drink of water here. Okay, so I wanted to acknowledge those women and to acknowledge our African heritage, my African heritage. All right, so what is going on with Conscious Living Care in 2016? So the vision of Conscious Living Care is to ignite or reignite a passion for healthy living in the U.S. and around the world. It is to be a support system and information hub for all who desire, and women who desire to have alternative and holistic options that address and resolve many common issues, including reproductive issues for women, without compromising their desire for great health. Okay, that's the vision of Conscious Living Care. That's a passion for me to really to ignite and reignite that passion for healthy living. And I was alluding to that at the beginning of the program with that's the vision of the radio station as well. Sometimes we hear things, you might hear things on the Dr. Oz show, you might hear things on Oprah, other shows, articles that you read about being healthy and taking healthier options. But sometimes we just don't implement those things. So I'm going to say that another step for the Conscious Living Care is that I ignite the passion, but ignite the passion so much that you take steps, you take action toward, I got water on my nose here, that you take action toward making a difference, making a change in your life, in your health. Okay. And so the mission now for Conscious Living Care and all the programs that go underneath it is to offer divinely guided, compassionate coaching and processes such that we ensure that every client receives impeccable service and information to educate them towards achieving their health goals by offering services, programs, and products compassionately that supports their specific health challenge and budget. Okay? So no matter what your budget, no matter what your health challenge, we're here for you. And we're here to guide you to taking action. Okay? That's our mission. And I just wanted to make that clear for you. All right. So under the umbrella of Conscious Living Care, if you go to consciouslivingcare.com, you'll find I have a services page that has quite a few things that I do. Besides just the coaching, I offer a raindrop therapy, a session that's using essential oils along the spine and the feet to help balance the body, to help with circulation, to help with pain, to help release emotional issues. I offer my detox programs, but I've packaged it completely differently now, and womb wellness programs. Okay. And I do workshops. I offer services for healthy shopping services. So that means we just go to the store together. What I really like to do is to come to your home, or you take a camera and you guide me through your kitchen, and I see what's in your cabinet, see the types of foods that you like to eat, identify things that you shouldn't be eating, and at least not too much of it. And then go to the store and we look at how can we substitute better, healthier options, so that you still are enjoying really good, delicious foods, the kind of taste that you like, the things that give you the warm, fuzzy feeling, but we take it up a notch. We take it to a higher frequency so that you can really still enjoy a food. Food is, something that we're very social people, and food is usually at the center of anything that we do socially. So that's how we live. But what I wanted to do is to reintroduce the detox program that I'm just calling it, packaging it under as holistic self-care, because really that's what it is. It's not just about eating. It's not just about eliminating, though that's at the core of it, but it's looking at how to make your life better. So let's say, for instance, you're on a mission and you deeply care about making a positive difference in the world and ready to transform people's lives, but your health is holding you back. Or maybe you're a corporate executive, a business owner, or entrepreneur. You're a busy parent, a successful woman who's taking care of everyone else except yourself. All right. Or maybe you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired like I was. Or I heard someone say they're just exhausted from being exhausted. So this program called Leap into Longevity and Vitality, a holistic self-care program, will help you to experience amazing clarity, energy, relaxation, weight release, if that's part of what your goals are, flexibility on your own terms. So we start out with a pre-strategy session before you get into the program, and I see what's missing for you, and then we can explore, what's possible. Okay. From there, I get to see where you fit with the Leap into Longevity and Vitality program. Now, there are actually two um, avenues that you could go. You can be part of a group. You can be have a private session or even a private group session, or you can be part of. Actually, it's three avenues. Sorry, you can be part of a slower program. The Leap into Longevity and Vitality is three. I just got a like here on Periscope. The Leap into Longevity and Vitality is uh, a 3-week program, whereas I have a 3-month program where we take it a little slower. I call it Slow Your Roll into Longevity and Vitality. Okay, so we take a little bit more time to go through the process to help you achieve your goals, because some people they're so busy and also at a different level that just to leap into making changes is like, it's too much. It's just, whoa, 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 whoa. That's what I've gotten from past clients. It's like, whoa, whoa, this is too fast. You're going. So I said, okay, I'll develop a program where we'll take it down a notch. So I call it Slow Your Roll. Okay. And I'm offering this in seasonally. So we just finished in January, and the next one will be in April for the spring. I have July for the summer and October for the fall. Okay. So make note of that for your own interest. And out of these programs that I've done in the past and that I just completed for the winter, we've just had great results. We've had weight release. We've had people identifying what food sensitivities they have, such that, these food sensitivities can be a direct cause for some disease in the body. So, for instance, for me, it was wheat. And I didn't realize that wheat was causing me to have severe allergy symptoms. It was so, especially in the fall and in the spring, where I had red eyes all the time. I was constantly sneezing, blowing my nose every single morning. It was a release of mucus. If anybody remembers The Odd Couple from years ago, and Felix Unger would constantly hold his nose like this and blow, that was me. That was me every single day, without a doubt. You could time me on that. So it wasn't until I did a detox that I realized that, that was one of my food sensitivities. And what I thought was a food sensitivity, such as an apple or thin-skinned fruits, I could not eat thin-skinned fruits. Apples, peaches, pears, nectarines. I could eat grapes, but anything along those lines, I would get itchy gums. It would feel like I want to scratch my teeth, actually. So after the detox, I could eat those things. Who knew? Who knew? So it's a great way to explore. Like I told my clients, it's a time for you to explore and really reconnect with your body to see uh, what your body is sensitive to. What things are causing you headaches? What foods are causing you pain? What foods are causing you allergies? These are the type of things that you'll be able to identify. What foods are making you depressed? Okay. So this program goes beyond, like I said, just eating. So we needed to incorporate then how to allow the body to heal itself. And it's not just through food, it's through what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What are your thought patterns? Negative thoughts, negative thinking can also cause stress and which can lead to dis-ease and uh, acidity, and which leads to mucus, which leads to inflammation in the body as well. It's a whole interesting dynamic that goes on in the body. The body it's so wonderfully complex. But it needs to be treated holistically, the mind, the body, and the spirit. Okay. So we're looking at ways to, in these programs, in these holistic self-care programs, to now learn specific tools to heal the body. We look at what food sensitivities there are, what any mental blockages that you may be having, any negative thoughts, and turning all of that around so that you're a well-rounded, well-focused, uh, energized, confident, clear-minded individual, so you can get done what you need to get done. Okay. In the program, like I said, so we had weight release, we had clarity increase, we had energy increase. That always happens in these programs. People found out that, like I said, that certain foods actually was giving them headaches, especially like dairy products and coffee. So this is the program that I have ready for you. What does it take to get involved? It only takes a phone call and a conversation. So over the next few weeks, and I will keep introducing these programs throughout the year and throughout the months so that you can connect with me. But you can call me at 973-223-3144, 973-223-3144, and we could set up a time to have a conversation, to have a strategy session, to see what program you're going to fit into. Will it be Leap into Longevity and Vitality? Will it be Slow Your Roll into Longevity and Vitality? Will it be, your own private group? I have a group of women, they want to have their own session to leap into longevity and vitality, and that's cool. I'm open to that. Okay. So you can call me or you can email me using Ayo, AYO, at consciouslivingcare.com. CONSCIOUS livingcare.com. Okay. All right. Let me take another sip. All right. Cool. And at that time, I'll also explain everything that's included in the program. I don't want to give it all away here. So you give me a call. All right. The next big program that I have for you is my womb wellness rejuvenation and transformation programs. Okay. So what this is And again, these are incorporated in two avenues. One is a group, one is a private. And then I'm even dividing that out into focus groups, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, what is womb rejuvenation and transformation? As women, the womb is the gateway to life. It is our sacred center. It's what makes us a woman. Whether you have whether you've had a hysterectomy or not, whether you have children or not, as a woman, you are given this ability. You are handed this ability to create another life. Okay, and our breasts are the vessels for nurturing that life. So these areas are so sacred for women, and we need to acknowledge that. And sometimes when we don't, we hold and harbor worries and doubts and fears, our any type of abuse that we may have had verbally or physically. We tend to harbor these things into the womb area and the breast area and the womb of our heart. You know, this month also, I do want to acknowledge this is Heart Health Month. So as women, the number one documented statistically uh, cause of death in the United States, at least for women, is heart disease. And that's not without question because we love hard. We're nurturers. That's what we do. So when things are out of alignment for us, it hurts us. It hurts us right here. It hurts us in our womb and in the womb of our mind. Okay. So again, it's getting all that into balance. So that's at the core of the Womb Rejuvenation and Transformation Program. If you're a woman that is dealing with heavy PMS issues, whether it's pain, heavy bleeding, a long menses, meaning 7 or more days, fibroids, infertility, irritability, moodiness, menopause, this is a program, that you'd be able to fit into. Also dealing with issues of, like I said, having any type of abuse, which may have led to addictions, overeating, drug addictions, dealing with rape, incest, abortions. Okay. These things have gotten us out of balance. Okay. So the Womb Rejuvenation and Transformation Program is to bring those things back into balance, where you'll learn how to, again, acknowledge and move beyond any mental and blockages that are causing these imbalances. You'll learn how to identify foods that are sensitive to you, again, that you're not aware of, causing these imbalances in the womb or anywhere else in the body. And then, as I've stated in the other program, you'll learn that the various processes and techniques to learn to relax and allow the body to heal itself. We'll deal with meditation and affirmations, prayers, cleansing. We'll have various supplementation, all to achieve your goals, all to achieve your womb rejuvenation. And so in order for you to, what I'm really, really excited for this month is that now these programs are going to start next month, but this month I'm doing something completely new. I am having a 14-day womb rejuvenation and transformation kickstart challenge. Okay, so what is that? This is a chance for you to get to know me, and more importantly, for me to get to know you. Every day, you sign up for the challenge, and every day you'll be given something to do in order to start your womb rejuvenation and transformation. Okay, it could be. I'll give a hint. Uh, it could be. Oh, it will be. One thing will be is to get a journal and to have a dialogue with your womb. Okay. That's going to be very much in the beginning. And what is that? You have to sign up for the challenge to find out what that's all about. Okay. Um, but you're going to within those 14 days, you can actually start to see a transformation. It's based on my ebook, and you could go to my website and get that. It's based on my ebook, Womb Wellness, 7 Days to Getting and Having the Body You've Always Wanted. Okay, so we're going to go through those 7 steps and incorporate them into these 14-day challenge. All right. And I look forward to some really, really great results. So I hope you take me up on this. It's going to start next week, February 15th. How do you get signed up with that? Give me a call or send an email. I will have a link on my website as well. There'll be a tab for the 14-day challenge, and you'll be able to sign up that way, or you can send an email, as I've mentioned before, or all my contact information is on my website, consciouslivingcare.com. Okay, so you can go there for that. So as far as the programs are, so you'll get to, if you take on the challenge, you'll get to know me. You'll get to know a little bit more about the programs. And from there, we can have a conversation. We can have, I like to call it a womb wellness experience, consultation experience, because what I do, if you will allow, I will send you a womb wellness tea and an essential oil. So we're having a little tea and aromatherapy session as we discuss what is missing for you in your health and explore what opportunities you can have in my program to move forward and to deal with those health issues. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So, I mean, who does that, right? So I would need your address, but that's up to you. We don't have to do that. But if you want the full experience, let me know. And I will take care of that for you. So want to hop on that as soon as possible. So I can set up the sessions for you. I'm looking up at my calendar. Every time I look up, I'm looking at my calendar. Sorry. So I can set up those sessions for you, and we can have that conversation. So what I'm going to do is to divide the program into focus groups. First of all, like I said, it can be private coaching or we can have group coaching. And each focus group, I have my focus groups here, will be a little different. So what do I mean by that? So in March, starting in March, we'll have the Fibroid Freedom focus group. In June, we'll start the rebirth focus groups so that's for those who, fibroid freedom is for those who want to shrink or uh, eliminate fibroids in the body. I just want to make one thing clear is that if you are under a physician's advice, getting medical advice from your doctor, from your physician, please confer with them before you start this program. And I'll make it clear when we have our conversation, but I just want to make sure it's clear for you now. Periscope has stopped. Something went wrong. That's okay. But I want to make sure that it's clear for you now that that you would need to confer with your doctor before you take on the program. So March is the fibroid freedom. June is we'll start the rebirth group. So for anyone who's dealing with infertility, we will go through that. I had one client who was told for years that her tubes were blocked and that she could never have children. So she went through a similar program. I didn't have it as tightly laid out as I do now, but she went through a very simple, similar program, and within a month, she got pregnant. It is a beautiful thing. So it can happen. It can happen for you. And then in September will be Unleash the Dragon. And what is that? So in September, I'm just dealing with PMS issues, a lot of pain, heavy bleeding, long menses that you may be dealing with during that at this time right now. And if anyone is dealing with, excuse me, more emotional issues, then I'll speak to you about which program will be best for you to go into. Okay, but that's what we have set up for now. And let's see. That's what I'm going over. I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions, again, please post into the Rejuvenation Station Radio Facebook page. I'm going to see if I could just pop over there real quick right now. And you can also send an email. Okay. I'll have someone monitoring that as well. Okay, so nothing there right now. All right, no problem. Okay, so again, throughout the year, throughout the next couple of months, and on my Facebook page, which is Conscious Living Care Biz, is the name of the Facebook page, but you can also find me using Ayo Pat Hines Bankole. You can find my business page there as well, and you can, feel free to post any questions. Okay. So I am so looking forward to our challenge, the 14-day challenge. That's going to be really interesting. Let's see, what else do I have coming up? All right. So for the radio show, as far as the radio show is concerned, the next show I'm having a woman who deals with helping women really acknowledge and complete their mission, whatever their passion is, that they want to express, whether it's in a business form, in a foundation. She helps women bring that forward. Okay, it's called the PAM Project, especially mompreneurs. That's her focus group. Okay. And then next month, I'm going to have an author. So we're getting back to our artists, an author who's written a fantastic book about a woman in the African Kemetic legacy or Egyptian legacy, who uh, has dealt with some challenges, and she doesn't know her place yet in society, in her society. It's a very, very important role. But sometimes, either as as women, as moms, we think that what we do is not that important. But everything we do, every person we touch, we have a purpose here. There's a purpose, a reason that we've come. We're spiritual beings living a human experience. So we've come into this human form for a special reason. Everyone we touch has had some influence. We've had some influence on someone. So just to, keep that in mind, not to think that, you have no meaning in this world. You have much meaning in this world. And then also next month is a good friend of mine. We've known each other for many years. She is very knowledgeable in using crystals or gems as a healing modality, or I like to say a rebalancing modality, rebalancing of energy in the body. So I'm really looking forward to having her. And I think that's it. I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to let my producer know that I'm wrapping up. So once again, in order for you to contact me, you can go to consciouslivingcare.com. You can call me at 973-223-3144. You can email me using Ayo at consciouslivingcare.com. Okay, so have a fantastic rest of the evening. Have a fantastic day whenever you're listening to this. And I look forward to serving you. I look forward to you being on this mission with me to ignite and reignite a passion for healthy living, and look forward to serving you. Okay, have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining Ayo and the Rejuvenation Station. Women's health matters. Until next time, self-care from the inside out brings back your joy and knocks stress out.